Hey everybody, Shelma32 here. Welcome to the channel. We're here today to react to the 7th episode of classic Doctor Who. This one is entitled The Daleks, The Escape. I enjoyed last episode. I think I preferred the first episode of this arc more, but it was still a very enjoyable episode. Several things happened. We got to see the Daleks fully for the very first time. Heard their individual voices and things like that. The Doctor is being very affected by the radiation. I'm not entirely sure why, because obviously at this time they hadn't come up with his different physiology and all the extra bits that we now take for granted in Doctor Who, with modern Who and that. So maybe they're just putting it down to his age, or some people are just more susceptible, I don't know. Ian's still recovering with his leg, which is why Susan had to go off to get the vials in the hopes that that is what's going to help make them recover, which obviously that's what they believe, but the Daleks are going to take it from themselves, try to synthesize it so that they can leave the city. And they believe, it seems like it was left there by a group of beings called the Thals. Now, they have said they're all like mutated and that because of the neutronic war, I think. But we saw a human in the first episode where they landed, I believe it was. What is that? The first thing. Yeah. At the end. My memory's terrible, it's not working today. We'll get there. But we saw a hand rub Susan on the shoulder. So we know there's at least one of them, or maybe they've got somebody there who's humanoid. It's either they're at least they might be partially humanoid, or they might have had somebody with them who previously landed on the planet, and maybe that person wants to help them in the hopes that they'll help him escape, or something like that, because there were vials in that little thing. So somebody left them there, and I think maybe either that person, if there is a person who's with the Thals, or the Thals themselves left it to help them. Then look, you're going to need this. But obviously the Daleks want it. Now Barbara's not doing well as well. She's the Dalek said she's in a deep, or she's sleeping deeply or soundly, or she's not doing well. She's really deeply asleep. So that's basically for now, until they get the drugs, if they can get them past the Daleks. The Doctor and Barbara are completely out of the equation. Ian seems, last time we saw him, he was still with it. He just his legs wasn't entirely back, so he had to send Susan, even though he didn't like it. Although he was able to walk a bit, or unsteadily, but walk after she had gone, unfortunately. Now, we left it with Susan about to walking out the TARDIS in the thunderstorm, and that was where it was left. Now, I'm assuming we'll encounter the Thals at some point, because, as I said in my last reaction, we saw Cucumber moving across the screen. It looked like a cucumber. That's what popped in my head. Either that or a marrow. Anyway, it looked like that. So what I think is that the Thals they might be disfigured, but maybe they use whatever the hell that cucumber type thing was to maybe disrupt the radiation from affecting them, or as camouflage, or to disturb it, make any Daleks not be able to see, ward them off, like how some like porcupines and that, they put their spikes up to ward off enemies and things like that. Now I wonder if we don't know if they're hostile Daleks or if they're good. We don't know. We shall see. I'm interested. I cannot wait to find out what happens. But, if you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe. Give the notification bell a tick, and you know when the next video goes live. let's get going with the reaction. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Every single time. I'm singing the song every single time. Every single time. They still ask if I want to skip the intro. I think after this, I'm going to have to look in my settings, see if there's a way to turn that off. Also, if I pull any funny faces, I've got a bit of a sore tooth today. That might be grimacing a bit, so I do apologise. Okay. I like how they go back at least like a few seconds to like recap. And it's literally one episode after the other. There's no time jump, no nothing like that. And it's Terry Nation again, so they're continuing the same writer for whole arc, which I like. I don't blame her for being scared of the thunder and lightning. I can't stand it either. Now, is she? Oh, humanoid. Humanoid. We're okay. I'm assuming that's a Thal. It does look menacing. I don't blame her for being scared. Hang on, my subtitles aren't working.
Don't be afraid.
There we go. It does look quite scary, especially with that lighting. The lighting's really good. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. How the hell could she not be afraid?
What they called you. You're not. You're perfect.
Oh, well, thank you, love.
I you in the forest yesterday, but I frightened you. I'm sorry.
Ah, it was him. It was the same person.
I have come now to make certain you understand how to use the drugs I left for you.
You left.
Ah, so I was kind of running away.
No, please, you're too quick for me.
Oh, I like the sound.
What do you mean, prisoners?
Well, don't you know about the Daleks?
So the Dalek people have survived.
Oh, so they don't know that. Okay.
But why should they want the drugs? Surely they must have some themselves if they're still alive.
I don't know. My grandfather and my friends are terribly...
The Daleks are the ones that are disfigured. That's why they're in their casings.
I shall give you a further supply, which you must hide as best you can.
Oh.
Do you trust me?
Honestly, if either I'd trust him more than the Daleks, quite frankly.
Yes.
Now, does she trust him or does she just find him perfect?
I don't understand. They said you were...
Disfigured.
Well, they called you mutations.
Mutations, that was it.
Take my cloak. You're cold.
Thank you.
But put it on her properly instead of just hanging it over her shoulders, mate.
I wonder if the Daleks have seen us.
Seen you?
I mean, if they call us mutations, what must they be like?
Very true. And we know what they become in modern Who. So maybe... I wonder if we see them. Okay, she's back. She's back. Do you really want to drink the water that's on that planet?
Must have made contact with the Thals.
How is it clear?
Bring the Thals to us. Precisely that.
How is it clear? That was a bit of a time jump. I thought we'd at least have him walking back. Then again, they've only got a certain amount of time they could have it.
Aladdin said you'd feel that. It just means the drug's working.
Ah, so she did manage to sneak some, so maybe that's why it was evident that she had seen them.
I thought first of all they were going to keep both lots. And they suddenly seemed to change their mind and gave the second lot back to me.
I feel like a big chunk got cut out there. I feel like a really big chunk got cut out. Because, yeah, obviously it's evident she's got the cloak.
But judging by Aladdin, they're magnificent people.
Susan.
Grandfather?
Maybe it's because they've seen the cloak and things like that. Maybe they've seen that and that's why they think they're mutations.
And then we must go.
Aww.
No, we're still prisoners.
They're interested in seeing him in the weak side of things.
Well, we must leave here soon. We must leave.
It's hopefully it's going to bring the other three to the forefront. It seems like Susan's the character at the front in this one, which I like, which is what I've wanted. I've wanted Susan to have a bit of a push, as it were.
Aladdin says the Thals are going to starve unless they can find new supplies of food.
We missed that too. God, they really did cut out a huge chunk.
Because the crops have always been in danger. But you see, they rely on a great rainfall that only happens about every 4 or 5 years.
They're being listened in on. But, oh, Susan.
Aladdin says unless we can help them arrange some sort of treaty with the Daleks,
Oh, no.
they'll die.
But how can we, Susan?
Oh, shit. Should have known they'd be listening in as soon as she started giving out information that we hadn't.
And the
Ah.
Bring the Thals inside our city, an even better one.
Play it off like they want peace. And then maybe bring them in. Say, look, we've got shelter. Come in. And then kill them off, surround them.
Sleep, the
Yeah.
provision of food, all these things will give them a false sense of security.
Very true as well. Very true as well. I like how the light in his eye was like got smaller and then bigger. And I like how Susan's hair's not perfect as well. And how's the doctor? I am your waiter for this evening.
She will be returned. We are going to help the Thals, which is what you want us to do.
I don't think the doctor's going to believe them, or Ian as well. It's a bit convenient with the fact he said, "What? Because of what? This is what you want us to do." They're going to make us think, really, really. Why would they say that at the end?
Want to help the Thals.
Yeah, that's very true as well. How do they know? They're going to work out they've been listening on.
Gallantus. Paladin, you've been
There's more of them.
The path was rough. The dead city lies over there. Let the tent there toward the west.
Okay, so that's their supplies, is it? Are they all men? Oh no, there are women.
So, Aladon, we were right to believe the city inhabited. Yes, it Nemesis. Wonder
Chemists,
what they'll
okay.
be like, how they'll be disposed towards us. They are Daleks. Yes, but
Very true.
they've changed over the centuries. Why shouldn't they? The once famous warrior race of Thals are now farmers.
I don't think he wants to be. I don't trust that guy then, the way he was looking off to the side, you know? I don't trust that look.
The city looks as if they make science and invention their profession.
I recognise that guy too. I'm sorry, it really bugs me when I recognise people and I can't figure out why.
Perhaps we can exchange ideas with them, learn from them. Perhaps.
Yeah, that guy's... Actually, it's not that I don't trust him. I'm not sure if I do or not.
I have only spoken with the young girl, but if the others are anything like her, I would trust them absolutely.
But that other guy that was looking off to the side, I think they should listen to him for now, because he doesn't trust them.
I have given her the drugs and she has returned to the city.
I'm very suspicious.
A man instead of a girl.
Oh, hell off.
Then perhaps it's safe for you to talk to her, if she's not yet a woman. But I don't understand her. If we don't find a new food supply for next year, we're finished. Doesn't she understand that? You realize that Dione sees her personal future in you. You must remember that when we left our plateau and started on this journey, she was little more than a child.
Damn.
4 years ago.
4 years. I really recognise the guys in charge. But it's going to be fun seeing actors that I know as older, but then seeing them younger. Because I know there's a lot of people had their start, like, I know Colin Baker was in it before he became the Doctor.
We shall expect the Thals to help us in the recultivation of the land surrounding the city. Why have you stopped writing?
Well, I can only ask them. I can't accept for them.
It's very true. Very true. Like she said, she can't accept for them. She's not one of them. She doesn't know all the situation.
While we examine what you've written,
Don't blame them for examining. She could have done a message.
What do they want with her?
Perhaps they're going to let us go. I don't know.
And now she's going to realise they're listening in.
We knew you could hear us, but you knew about the Thals and the food.
it does not matter. We have the message now.
They got the message so they can do anything with her now.
All set, Doctor.
Don't whisper right next to it.
The Thals have helped us. The Daleks put us in a cell. I know which of the two I prefer.
I tell you, the Daleks are brilliant people. I think we ought to cooperate with them.
Oh, very good acting, Doctor. Very good acting.
Look, I want to know why. Why are you on their side and against the rest of us?
Take your hands off me. How dare you, sir?
I want an answer.
Start
I can
arguing.
see it in his face.
Okay, I didn't really even realise Susan was back in. Jesus. Yeah, they're going to come in.
It was broken accidentally in their struggle. Now the cable is strong. They have broken it in
Wait until the Daleks open the door and force the issue?
But we'd never get near them. We must try and trick them. We must all pretend to be dead. Then when they come in to investigate, we must rush down the corridor.
Yes, and then what?
It's a good start to a
We
plan.
must find a way of putting these machines out of action.
Very true.
The floors are metal.
Conductive.
All the floors are metal.
Well, so are the streets of the city outside.
Why?
I don't know.
They need the static electricity. Somebody in the comments last week said it.
Have you noticed, for example, that when they move about, there's a sort of acrid smell?
Yes, I've noticed that. I know. A fairground.
Huh?
That's it. Dodgems.
Dodgems, like Dodgems, yes.
I think they're powered that way.
That's why they haven't left the
They
city.
have no pickup or anything. And only the base of the machine touches the floor. How do they complete the circuit?
I like this. This is the educational part of it.
Very ingenious, if I'm right.
What? Drawing power from the floor?
Precisely.
Yeah, like when you rub, if you rub a balloon, like rub things, your hair can stand up on end and things like that. Like rub a balloon on your top, and then you can stick. It kind of sticks because of the static electricity.
Do you mind concentrating, young man?
What do you think he's trying to do? That's one of the creatures that turned to stone. I feel like that woman's going to go against them because she's going to think that the one that she wants as hers isn't going to be with her.
Nemesis, suppose the Daleks refuse to help us.
Suppose they're actually using your
I
trust
believe the
in them
Daleks
against
hold the
them.
key to our- Well, what does it say? They're going to help us. It's signed by the girl, Susan. She says the Dalek people have no malice towards us, and they hope that they can work with us to build a new and safe world.
That's not what she wrote, is it?
And they have left a quantity of it for us in the entrance hall of their main building. We are to collect it tomorrow.
That was a lot more words than I saw that written on that page. There's one of the guys definitely doesn't trust them.
Take the food.
They wanted to get views from the side as well, as much as possible for as long as possible. Yeah, I was going to say, ladies, wait a second.
Doctor, perhaps we can stage something. You know, a distraction. And when the lens looks the other way, throw something over it.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Susan, throw me your shoes.
What are you up to?
I'm making mud.
Clog up the gears and that, because maybe it wouldn't look at the floor, is he?
I'm ready.
And now Susan. Oh, she's just got little bits off the bottom of her shoes.
Very sticky and very nasty.
Very good idea.
I like it. I'm liking the little, the science we're getting in this. Like, it is still a learning thing, isn't it?
He's coming. Trying to hit.
Come on, guys. You can do it. You can do it. Gotta get out before the Thals get there. That's it, Ian. That's it, Ian. Well done, Ian. Did it quickly and then got there. She's gonna put it over the lens. Go on, Barbara. You can do it, girl. They're waiting for it to come back in because they knew it would bounce up again. Don't shout, Doctor. Come on.
Keep away. Keep away from me. Keep away. What's the gun? What's the gun? Away from me.
Ian, get out of the way of it. Oh, he's keeping it pointed towards himself. Oh, I like that. Well, very brave of Ian. Fucking hell, he took it all for himself so nobody else would get shot.
I think it's worked. Come on, take your hand off the gun. It has. It's worked.
Nice. They use science for it. We're going to see what it's like inside.
Susan, Barbara.
They're the mutated ones.
People, look out.
They don't want them to see it. You got to scoop him out. We're not going to get to see it.
Good. All right? Yes. Give me the cloak. That's it.
Oh my god, it does kind of look what we've got now. Because we saw that little tiny glimpse of it. Keep that mystery. I like it.
Lift.
They're the ones that mutated. Not the Thals. They mutated. Oh my god. There's still some in it though moving, I swear.
Try the top. Here. Barbara, Susan, give me her. Let it down gently.
Come on, Ian.
How is it?
It's very cramped indeed.
I like it. You can hear his accent to it, so he's got to try to keep that down, otherwise they'll hear it's different.
No. Oh, there's some sort of screen. Oh, it's a mad one.
That's so funny. It sounds like him, but not.
It's all clogged up.
Ah,
Is that better?
yes, I can see now.
Good.
It's so funny that it sounds like Ian. They need to clean it off more, though.
All right now, Susan, Barbara, you get in front and pretend I'm taking you for questioning.
Shit, it's going to get out, isn't it? Gonna leave it like that? Ooh, I like that. That was really good. And now the next episode's called The Ambush. I'm hoping that like the last episode of this arc's not going to have a title at the end, so that I don't know. I'm going to try to avoid. I'm going to try and put like a sticky note or something over the screen so I can see the number, so I know which one to go for. But not the title, you know, because I don't want to see this by the end. I really need to look this up afterwards, find out the names of those actors, because there's quite a few I recognise. It's going to bug the hell out of me. I'm wondering if they're going to try and pass Ian off as a Dalek. They're going to know. Are they going to recognise the fact that the voice has changed for that one, or is Ian going to be able to like just take his accent out of it? Because that sounded still like Ian. Now the Daleks seem smart, so I'm assuming they'll recognise Ian's voice. Must be, but then they're going to try to figure out how did they know, and is that Dalek that's now underneath the cloak going to be able to get out? Because they really, really, really do need to get to the Thals, so the Thals don't come into the entrance hall to get food and get ambushed. But I'm assuming they do, because the title of the next episode is called The Ambush. But that might also mean that somehow the Thals figure it out, because I'm pretty sure there's one of them doesn't trust the idea, and they'll ambush them. Now I start to say she'll because I don't trust the female one, because she wants the one that Susan made contact with. She seems to be like she sees her future in him, as the leader said. And I think maybe she'll at some point see him talking to Susan, get jealous, and maybe give them all to the Daleks, or give him to the Daleks, you know, or something like that. I'm fairly certain the ambush refers to the Daleks ambushing the Thals, but I could be wrong. It depends on how everything goes with Ian being in a Dalek. And I want to know if the Dalek on the floor is going to get discovered. I'm hoping we don't see it entirely. I'm hoping we don't. Because I'm assuming, like, just seeing that sometimes seeing the little tiny bits, or hearing the sounds of like the bubbling or whatever it was, that could be a bit scarier. That could be a bit more menacing. What you don't see, or what you don't hear, what's just slightly alluded to. Because when they opened up the lid, we just saw the slight bit of like it pulsating almost. And then the Doctor and Ian's reactions as well. So I'm hoping we don't actually see the full thing. But I can, like, from how they reacted and the little things that come out, I can see how this evolved into what we see in Modern Who. We see the full thing. It's the Daleks that are mutated, and they developed their casing to keep them alive and maybe stop the radiation. I'm assuming it's to stop the radiation, because I don't think the city stops the radiation, because obviously the Doctor and Barbara were still getting worse and worse. But then again, they were already infected. I don't know. I'm really intrigued. I really enjoyed that one. We learned some stuff about static electricity and how Susan was making mud from things, like, not Susan, Barbara was making a mud type substance from the sole of what was used on Susan's shoe. We see a little bit of the educational aspect of Doctor Who here, and I like that. I really, really, really did like that one. That one was really good. And I'm really, it's got, I've enjoyed all the episodes so far, but I feel at this moment in time, thought might change later, that this one has done the most to get me intrigued and excited for the next one, if you know what I mean. Because I'm like, what the fact that it's put the ambush at the end, I'm like, what's going to happen? Are they going to find out about Ian? Is that creature going to get out and put up warning? I don't know. Like, I'm really intrigued for the next episode, and I cannot wait. Oh, that was a really good episode. I think it might be the top one, my favorite one so far. But I don't know. I really, really like that one. That one was really good. Like the educational aspect as well really added to it. It didn't feel forced in. I know it was Doctor Who was meant as an educational thing at first, but it was used really well. It didn't feel like shoehorned into the storyline. It was part of the storyline. It made sense. They were figuring it out. It's just the words they used made it clear about static electricity. So I really like how they did it. So good. Apparently Dalek voices, Peter Hawkins, David Graham. It's nice. It's nice. I actually like hearing the different voices. Now, I can kind of see why they become one singular voice in Doctor Who. There's like storyline reasons and things like that. But I like hearing the individual voices. It was weird at first, but now thinking about it, they're not as like they're more individual at the moment. They're not like one like not hive mind, but well, actually kind of hive mind. But you know what I mean? They're not like so much clones of each other. Not all exactly the same. Obviously, some are different colours, all that sort of stuff. But because they're all the same colour on screen, it gives them a little bit of individuality. That was a really, really good episode. I'm super looking forward to the next one. I cannot wait. I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. I'd love to know what you guys think. Any little tidbits here and there would be fantastic. Obviously, no spoilers for the next one or any future episodes. I want to stay as spoiler-free as I possibly can, so I get excited and surprised. If you enjoyed the reaction, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, give the notification bell a tick. You'll know when the next video goes live. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.